Hi, my name is Angela Antony, and I'm the CEO at Scoutible. Scoutible is a mobile game-based hiring platform, and I'm here to talk to you about how we help companies build world-class teams. In the US, 46% of hires fail. I spent 9 years at Harvard studying psychology, law, and business to unpack this problem, and it boils down to the fact that everyone, both candidates and employers, are making decisions based on the wrong data. On the candidate side, 80% of jobs aren't even advertised, so candidates never fully know their opportunity set. And on the company side, 89% of turnover is actually due to soft skill mismatch, not hard skills. Yet only hard skills that can be measured, such as number of years of work experience, are even listed on a resume. Well, can soft skills be measured? Yes, and in fact, one measurement of soft skills, cognitive assessments, are the single most accurate predictors of job performance across the board. These tests predict job success 2 times better than interviews, 3 times better than work experience, and 4 times better than education level, yet no one is using them. And why is that? Well, these tests are long and grueling, they're expensive, and they can take days or weeks to administer and get back results. And that's where we come in. Meet Scoutible. In just 20 minutes, our science-based mobile games measure and quantify soft skills to match perfect fit candidates to top jobs. So how does it work? Well, let's walk you through a real business example. So a growing company, say Cloudco, is looking to hire top salespeople. This is Cloudco's current sales team, whose performance all varies significantly. But if we look at their actual sales metrics, Aiden is their clear top performer, and Cloudco wants more people like him, so they partner with Scoutible. In just 20 minutes, their team plays our game, and we uncover each person's unique strengths. Now let's take a look at what they see when they play. Our games are designed to organically distill meaningful traits to players' in-game behaviors. In this King's Quest, we're measuring things like emotional intelligence and assertiveness. In the Lava Cave, we're measuring things like working memory capacity, risk tolerance, and pattern recognition, and this is just to name a few. After playing, each person gets their cognitive profile, which looks something like this. But on the back end, we can then identify the specific traits that distinguish Aiden from the rest. Then finally, we take that predictive model based off of Aiden and cross-reference it against everyone on our platform who's played our game. We can identify the talent who is most likely to perform like Aiden on the job. So we've told you how Scoutible works, but I'm sure you're wondering, does Scoutible work? Well, this month we completed the enterprise version of our game to allow us to begin our first large-scale pilots. Those pilots are still underway, but already our first look results have been pretty remarkable. So on average, after someone plays Scoutable's game, we can predict their Facebook friend count within 10%, which is a proxy for social engagement, their job success scores on a site like Upwork within 5%, their 5-star customer ratings within 1%. That is within 1/10 of 1 star. And if we predict how many messages that person voluntarily sends to friends and family, on average, we're off by less than 1 message per day. And this is just the beginning. So who's behind Scoutible? Well, in addition to our internal 7-person team of engineers and PhDs from Stanford, Harvard, and top gaming studios, we have a number of active advisors, including Mark Cuban, who's also our lead investor, and Joel Poloni, who's the co-founder of Farmville and one of our technical advisors. So we hope you'll join Team Scoutible too. Thank you.
All right, good job, Scoutible. Judges.
How do you deal with both different industries and different roles and requirements?
Absolutely. So right now we're piloting with a number of different industries to identify what are sort of the boundaries of our predictive abilities. We're onboarding large law firms, large consulting firms, but especially large sales organizations. We think sales will actually be a really great starting vertical for us because performance is very objective, and it's also a role in which soft skills drives performance to a high degree. So that's kind of where we're starting, but we're going to find out more as we get the results of these pilots.
So Charles is a really good game player. I'm not nearly as good at playing games. Does the skills that you have in actually playing video games may have any effect on the performance in your tests, in your trials, or how do you think about that?
Absolutely. So it's very important for us to calibrate for that. So we have ways in our game of identifying a person's just natural physical game dexterity, or phone dexterity, as well as sort of their comfort with different typical game tropes. We build all of that into the game to be able to identify how comfortable this person is with gaming, to be able to calibrate for that, because it's very important to ensure that we get clean data and we're measuring the things we purport to measure.
I'm just kind of curious about perceptions of using a game to test. So when you're going into a hiring organization, some may have a perception that it's a strange approach to doing that. And there's probably other ways to try to capture some of these soft skills and attributes. So do you run into that, and how do you mitigate that?
So I think a lot, at least among the companies that have come to us, they've tried everything, right? This is a pain point for which large enterprises bleed. They have a very difficult time of being able to assess pre-hire whether this person is going to be a fit for the role or not. So the fact that this feels very different, doesn't feel like a better mousetrap, this feels like a very different approach to hiring, has been attractive to our early customers.
All right, thank you, Scoutible.